Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and we're looking at the Jeep Wagoneer. We're going to go over some of the control panel here. And so this is a big screen. What I thought was kind of interesting is when you go to, this is a power button for the screen itself. It's kind of like, it's the same as the radio knob. So when you're listening to the radio, it's kind of funny because it's like, sometimes you go just to turn the radio off, but it turns the whole screen off. So basically, if you don't want to listen to the radio, you got to just turn the volume down or you lose the whole screen. So anyway, with that said, we'll go ahead and turn this on. And it's going to ask you to turn the vehicle on in order to basically do anything. So you do have to have this running. On the edges over here, it's really nice. It does have, let's see if I can get a better view here. You have your heated seats here, and when you push the button the first time, you get basically the zone is basically the bottom of the seat and the top of the seat, and then the power level. So as you keep hitting this, it would be down one level or off. So as you can see, less heat and off if you wanted. I have to say the heated seats in this are awesome. I'm really big on heated seats. I like cooled seats too. This one has that. When you push on the cooled seats, same thing. It will light up with 3 bars for its power level of how hard they're coming on. They're okay. They don't blow too hard, but anyway, and then it's the same thing, the zone. You could either have just the upper part of the seat or, the lower, or both. So there is a way basically to access this just by touching this on the side menu. You also have a heated steering wheel, which is really nice. And it seems to be pretty hot on the top. The bottom part didn't quite get as warm, but the top was nice and warm on that. So then going over here, we'll just kind of looking at here, you can touch on these same things. So up here at the top, you had your seating options, so you can have your heated seats on and basically how high you want them. Steering wheel on, how high you want it. Cooled seat, how high you want it. So it doesn't really give you the option for the zone on this one. You'd have to come back over here if you want it for just the top or the bottom. So anyway, you have your heated seats, you have your steering wheel button here, and then all kinds of notifications and everything. The main thing I wanted to touch on are the main ones. You have your home, you have media for music that you're listening to. You have Apple CarPlay, which is really nice when your phone's connected. It's just like using your phone. Then getting into comfort, all of the climate control stuff. So here's heated seats for both sides. Then, let's see, what I thought was interesting were some of these buttons down here. On this one, when you want to turn the heat up, you would think that you'd be pushing on the left side of the button to go down and the right side to go up, but that's not the case. Pushing the button down goes down, and then you have to push on the underside to get the fan to come up. Okay, so, and it blows really hard unless you have it on the setting where you're doing both the feet and the top. Then it actually was kind of like, wait, is it even coming out? It's not as heavy. So if you do want a lot of wind in your face, then make sure you're turning it to face only. But you can do it by the touch screen from here too, or the buttons. Okay, so we'll go ahead and turn that back down. Okay, you have your navigation. This is pretty bright. What I really liked, we'll get into the settings, you could turn the dark mode, which is on now, which is really nice. It's not as bright on your eyes. You have your phone if you're connected to that. Then when you get into the vehicle settings, this is where you can change a lot of things for the vehicle. And the theme mode, the light one is really bright. So I wouldn't, whoa, it's even showing red on the camera, it's so bright. But you can see this kind of blinds you, so it is best to have it on the dark mode. I think that's a lot better for actually seeing what you're doing here and not, getting completely blown away. If you hit the apps button, then you're kind of getting more into your phone. So anyway, you can basically touch around on anything up here. We don't have Wi-Fi right now. Well, it shows that it has hot spots that you can have if you wanted to have them. Anyway, you got your row here at the bottom. You have your quick ones that you can touch up here just to kind of get it to do what you want it to do. And let's see. Let's go back into our vehicle settings, because this is where you're going to change the most. Okay, so basically there's just a bunch of stuff that you can change. You can even go into the units for speed if you want miles per hour or kilometers, distance for miles and kilometers, tire pressure, PSI or bar, temperature in Celsius or Fahrenheit. Okay, so you can go in and customize a bunch of this. This video would take forever to show you all of them, so we're just kind of showing you how to get into a lot of this. But you can go through a lot of that profile there. Clock and date, safety, driving assistance. So you can change your parking sensors volume. Right now we have it low. So you can just change kind of how loud a lot of this is coming up. Hill start assist. This one is kind of nice if you're on a hill. You don't want the vehicle to roll back as soon as you let off the brake, so it will help keep the vehicle still. It only does it, I think, for a few seconds. Anyway, just kind of looking through here, that's the main way that you could kind of go through. If you hit down, there's more options: voice navigation, camera, doors and locks. So you can click on these. And this is just where you say you want the lights to flash when you lock the door. If you want the horn to also go on, you can have that in the first time that you press the button, or you have to push the button twice to get the horn to sound. You want the horn to sound when you hit the remote start. That's an option. There's just so many different things that you can turn on and off. Power lift gate alert beeping, and that's useful because sometimes it'll start to come up when you're under it or washing it or something. Okay, brake service. See, this is good. Would you like to retract the parking brake to allow the brake system for service? So if you do brakes on a car like this that has the electric brakes, you can turn this off, and then it will allow you to work on the brakes without damaging them if you've ever done brakes on a car before. With electric, it's a little different, so that's where you could find that option, which is really nice. But lights, you can basically change how long you want the lights to stay on and off as you're approaching the vehicle or as you're locking the vehicle. The greening lights, okay. Daytime running lights, okay. Mirror dimming, you can have that on. Second row headrest, you just heard them come down. Just by pushing the button, it will retract the headrests. Rear camera, just turn that to come on. That's really nice. But anyway, that's just kind of some of the basics here and how they work. So thanks for watching, and check the video description for more videos.